Who else saw the Ghostbuster car cross the block at Barrett Jackson yesterday? I know we weren't the only ones. You too can be a Ghostbuster for less than 1/10 of the price of what this, drop in the picture right here again, Christian, brought at Barrett Jackson yesterday. You can own your very own Ghostbuster. Now, it is not a Cadillac, but I can promise you nobody's going to pay any different attention if you're driving that one or if you're driving this one. So we know it took 2 people to get that bid that high. Whoever didn't get that other one, this thing is a very, very, very close replica. I'll even throw in some proton packs. A full-size suit for you and your kids, if you have kids, or some little munchkins or whatever you got. But this is a cool car. All jokes aside, I bought this car for my family to enjoy Halloween. I had some of my cousins ride. Daniel took it around a little bit. Brian's son ended up trick-or-treating, and I think he jumped in it at one point. The lights work, the siren works, it's got a PA system, it's got the big white walls, it runs great, the exhaust is cut off so it's nice and loud, and that thing will probably run for absolute ever. Pretty sure it's got a 350 under the hood. I haven't even checked. It's definitely a V8. We put a hitch on the back. We even pulled a big decorated ghost float. Next door neighbor's kids rode. We had a blast. But in all seriousness, seeing what that one brought, and we know it's 2 people just beating themselves up with too much money in their hands. But what's that online for, Christian? Like 15 grand? Yeah. So 1/20th of the price, you can buy this Ghostbuster car and have just as much fun. I can't even tell you. So I showed my fiance, I showed the kids last night what the one brought, and they were like, "You sold the Ghostbuster car?" Like, they were upset. They didn't even care about the money. So sometimes it's not all about the money. They had more fun. This gets more attention than our $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 supercars. Whatever it is, this thing is awesome. And it actually has a great interior. Super comfy. Yes, I use the word comfy. I know the heat works. Don't know if the AC works. I know the battery belt needs to be tightened because the alternator squeaks. But we drove it, left it running because it was cold on Halloween to stay warm. The lights ran the whole time. These are old school lights like a police car. They do get warm. They're not LED. But it all worked. The siren worked. We played the Ghostbuster song so many times I'm almost tired of hearing it. The little whirly bird on the back, you do have to put the little vane back on it. It came off. It's got the antennas. It's got the ghost shooter or whatever that thing is. Outfits, proton packs, we got the whole deal. But it was really cool to see that one last night. Ghostbusters, for people of my era, pretty much any era, there's been a Ghostbuster movie. I go back to the original one. We've had the little car, which actually is identical to the one that sold last night. So it is a Cadillac. And this was actually given to me by my neighbor's daughter. It was pretty cool of her to bring that because we took her around trick-or-treating. She hangs out at the house all the time, and pretty cool for her to bring that. And that was underneath our Christmas tree in there, and it will always be in there. Pretty cool memento, but look at all the similarities. The tanks. Drop the picture back in again. Again, if you don't know the difference between a Cadillac and a Chevrolet, what is this? Caprice, yeah, then you won't know any difference at all. But the tubes running up the side, the lights, the little gun shooter thing on the top, the tank, the light up front, the siren, it is spot on. I don't know how good y'all guys can see that. Even has Ecto 1 license plate. Where you at, Christian? Follow. Ecto 1 license plate. Lights up front. It's so cool. What a great car. Spotlight. It doesn't have the ejecto seat on the side. I don't even remember that from the first movie. So that might be just a second movie thing, but there it is. Little piece of history for us. Really cool car. Barrett Jackson, once again, brung the record numbers. And who knows? We do have some stuff scheduled to go to Barrett Jackson that I've told y'all in the past about, and I think we're coming up on that for Palm Beach.
Yep.
Yeah. So Palm Beach, a couple classics that we have are going. We might even send that one. Who knows? It might even make a bunch of y'all regret that you didn't buy it now because of the fact it's going to bring so much crazy money, chances are. But the classics we're sending are definitely going to ring the bell. They're going to bring it all. We know that. And we're going to capture a lot of content of that. We're going to definitely video that. We'll video the whole process from loading them to transporting them to them getting there, and give you all behind the scenes for those that even care. A lot of people have kind of written off the Barrett Jackson and the Mecum and the other places because of the fact, like we've shown you guys in the past, there is a lot of hocus pocus. Excuse me. Oh, man, figured it was too cold to sneeze. But there is a lot of fictitious stuff that goes on there, and vehicles that shouldn't bring the money they bring, and unfortunately with online bidding you can get burnt really quick, which leads us to the video we've done before that's gone viral about the red Chevrolet sitting over there. We'll re-emphasize that one here soon. We just haven't had the time to get to it, but you know, those guys do bring some record numbers, and they bring some cool vehicles. This one that sold was not even a real one. Like, I could see if it was the real movie car, like the Batman mobile that was a real movie car and other things. That was not even a real car. It was completely a replica car that brought $297,000. So with buyer's premium and transportation, those guys spent about $330,000 yesterday on that right there. And it probably doesn't run as good as that right there. And it surely doesn't sound as cool as that right there. And you surely would care a lot less about that one than $330,000, because that's like a moving house. So anyway, thanks guys. We thought it was pretty cool. There's our Ghostbuster car.